This news highlight is brought to you by Borneo Online. Minister in jeans detained at KK Airport. Land Development Minister Tan Sri Dr. James Massing was detained by immigration officers when he landed at the Kota Kinabalu International Airport at 6 p.m. on March the 30th. The officers mistook him for an impostor when he produced his pengenalan istimewa used by political representatives and ministers at the immigration counter, as they believed he was using a fake pass. Apparently, the cause of misunderstanding was Massing's attire, as he was in jeans and t-shirt, and he had a hard time convincing the officers that he was a real minister despite his clothing. Massing alleged that he was detained probably because he was wearing jeans. He did not realize that YBs and ministers must use smart attire in Sabah. Was he attempting a self-circumcision? A man was found lying in his room with blood oozing from his penis in the family's house at Bukit Lima, Miri, on April the 1st. His mother found him naked in the room and called Miri Hospital for assistance. He was sent to Miri Hospital around 3:30 p.m. According to sources, the 30-year-old had tried to cut off his penis using a sharp object while alone in the room. Fortunately, only the outer layer of the penis was sliced open. Man found hanged in cemetery. A couple's routine visit to a Chinese cemetery at Jalan Batukawa on April the 1st was anything except that they stumbled upon the body of a man hanging from the roof of a shed. The couple arrived at the cemetery around 8:30 a.m. and proceeded to the rear of the shed, which houses the prayer altar, to fetch water when they came across the body. The deceased, identified as a 34-year-old from Taman Permaisuri in Bintulu based on his My card, was hanging from the roof with a green garden hose wrapped around his neck. Police personnel arrived at the scene to investigate after being notified by the couple, and later transported the body to Sarawak General Hospital for a postmortem. Chinese tourist, Filipino resort worker, abducted. A Chinese tourist and a Filipino resort worker had been abducted by a group of men from Pulau Singamata, near Pulau Bumbum in Semporna. ESCOM Director General Dato' Muhammad Mentek confirmed in a statement that the abduction took place about 10:30 p.m. on April the 2nd. The Chinese tourist has been identified as 29-year-old Gao Huayuan, who had just arrived at the resort on April the 2nd, while the staff has been identified as 40-year-old Marcy Dayawan. Based on a police report, 7 men armed with M14 had taken the 2 hostages from the resort using a white and blue striped wooden boat. Son allegedly stabs mother to death after tiff. An 18-year-old man was said to have stabbed his own mother and abandoned her inside a car parked outside Miri Tennis Sport Complex in Jalan Sukan, Miri, on April the 5th. It was believed that the incident took place early in the morning, before several patrons of the complex discovered the motionless body of the woman in the driver's seat at about 2 p.m. after she apparently bled to death. Police found a knife inside the car, believed to be the weapon used in the killing.